What's up, everybody? I'm about to do the review of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So I had to say, I actually saw this movie actually on that Wednesday before it came out. I just now got around to doing this review. The movie starts off with Doctor Strange coming after the events of No Way Home, and he's kind of in the wedding of his former lover, is getting married. And that's kind of strange to him. But then also he has a kind of intruder crashes the wedding by the name of America Chavez, who is a multiverse jumper who has the power to jump multiverses in the instance of her powers. And said person is coming for her. Now, this is the kind of the catch that really got me, because in this movie you kind of had watched WandaVision, but I never watched WandaVision, so I was glad one of the guys I sat next to kind of gave me the cliff notes on what was going on in the movie, and that actually really helped me, because I probably would have been lost without he told me that. Now, the ending of WandaVision, if you have not seen it, basically it ended like, after the end game, but from my understanding, her psychic powers are so strong, she envisioned a whole family of her, and then she ended up losing that family. So in this movie, she's trying to find she's trying to find America Chavez character to absorb her powers, so she can reenact that fantasy and find her children in the multiverse. So Doctor Strange must now defeat the Scarlet Witch while defending America. So America Chavez, different time zones. I mean, the different multiverses that they attended and jumped through. There was a scene in the very beginning when they were running from Scarlet Witch, and they were going through a whole bunch of different multiverses. One was paint, one was water, and I really like the different aspects of the one they ended to with the Illuminati. Far as with Professor X, they had the original, well, not the original, but they had from the cartoon version of Peggy, who was Captain America, and Miss Marvel. It was a lot going on in different multiverses once Doctor Strange was in those multiverses. And I have to say, like, this movie was a solid movie. I'm not gonna say it was the best movie of all time. I'm not gonna say it was the worst movie of all time. But I did love Sam Raimi's direction of it. This is his first movie back since he's doing the original Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. And you could really see his implementation style of his directing style for it. This movie was almost like a really creepy horror movie. And he's actually the master of like that PG-13. He gave it real. This was on the edge of PG-13. Like, if this was rated R, it wouldn't have been a stretch. Just the darkness that Wanda kind of was creating, and like she was on, or the Scarlet Witch, she was on a mission, and nothing and anyone was going to stop her. And that's what I really kind of loved about this movie. Was Scarlet Witch. We got to see her real true strength, and everyone says she's like one of the most powerful witches. Well, she's she's one of the most powerful witches, and we saw that in this movie, how she was just destroying any and everyone. Doctor Strange couldn't do nothing with her. The Illuminati couldn't do nothing with her. Only person that could stop her was her. And that's the kind of thing that I did like about it. Like, I am not an avid comic book reader, so I'm not as in depth into Scarlet Witch story as a lot of my other are. But from my understanding, a lot of the comic book people really love this rendition of her, to show her real true strength, how she could have really ended probably. We saw in the movie in the end game when she almost killed Thanos, and he called the missiles to come down and bomb everybody. So we saw a little glimpse of it. But in this movie, we really see how strong she really is when she has her mind set. So, and like I said, I love Benjamin Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. He always does an amazing job, even though this wasn't his best or worst performance. But I think kind of Scarlet Witch's character kind of, in my opinion, kind of stole the movie. And the girl who played America Chavez, she did actually a solid job as well. But like, all in all, this was a solid movie. Like I said, wasn't the best movie, wasn't the worst movie. Would I go see this again in theaters? No, I wouldn't. Will I buy it when it comes out on DVD? Yeah, I most definitely will. So, without further ado, guys, if you have seen this movie, drop those comments. Let me know what you thought about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, the second highest grossing movie since the pre-pandemic. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it made 190 million. So, Marvel's doing it right again. So, drop those comments. Let me know what you guys thought about this movie. And until next time, Mr. Movie X is out. I will house you guys later.